Okay, welcome to Make Money with Your Blog Virtual Retreat. We're on workbook for Module 5, and this is Discover the 7 Elements of an Effective Blog Post. Most people, when they decide to write a blog, they think, okay, I'm just going to write a blog, but they don't keep SEO in mind. And SEO, which is search engine optimization, is really important because it tells the search engines what your blog is about, and the search engines have the power to direct your blog back to the readers. So when you're creating a blog, you have to have certain elements in place that will please the search engines as well as your readers. So here are the 7 elements you have to have. An image. A nice image will, sorry, I don't know what's happening. Maybe I have allergies or something. But anyway, a nice image will relate to the content and will show the reader, give the reader a visual look of what you're trying to discuss. Think about when you go to read a magazine article. Have you ever seen a magazine article that did not have a picture? Okay, element 2 is a hot and juicy topic. I know a lot of people want to write about what they want to write about without performing keyword research. They just think that they want to write about certain things. For example, when I first started my business, I wanted to write about writing all the time, but nobody wanted to know about writing. Everybody wanted to know about social media and how to get leads for Facebook. And then I just started writing about writing, and I'm like, well, people are going to come. They're going to come writing. They're going to come to my writing services, but no one was coming because everybody wanted to learn about social media. So when I started writing about social media, Facebook, Twitter, and the other social networks, that's when people started to come to my blog and get to know more about me. So you want to make sure you have a hot and juicy topic, and you want to make sure that your topic is of interest to your desired audience. Another, element 3 is compelling title that we went over. You want to have a compelling title. You want to have something that draws the reader in. You could say, like, if, for example, if you say something like, learn social media today, that's kind of like a boring title. There's nothing really sexy or juicy about it. But if you say 3 fun and easy ways social media can help you make $100,000 this year, that's more sexy and it entices the reader to find out more. So that title draws in your reader. Brevity. Element 4 is brevity. Keep it short and simple. Nowadays, a lot of people are on their mobile devices, which are like iPads, iPhones, cell phones, Kindle, tablets. There's so many different mobile devices. But here's the thing. They're always on the go. They're so quick. They want to get what they need to know and in time. If you write an article that seems like it's a book, you're going to turn off your reader, and they're not going to want to read the rest of your copy. Excuse me, I said article, but I meant blog post. But so you want to keep it to 250 to 400 words. 250 words is kind of like 2 to 3 paragraphs or half a page, and 400 words is almost a full page. You want to make sure that your blog post is short and sweet and gives your reader the information they need to know. Element 5 is your tone, which matches your personality. As I discussed before in the previous module, what tone will you use? Will you use a fun and inviting tone? Will it be more serious? What kind of language will you be speaking? And I don't mean like different Spanish or Chinese, but what kind of language are you going to be speaking to your audience? Usually you want to speak the language that your audience resonates with. So if your audience is serious, you want to speak in a serious tone. If your audience is fun and witty, you want to speak in a fun and witty tone. But still use your personality. Okay. Subtitles. Element 5 is subtitles. Subtitles are basically directing the content. It chops up the content and makes it easier for the readers as well as the search engines to read what your blog post is about. You don't want to have a blog post that's just a bunch of words. You want to break it up so it can be easy to read. Okay? Bullet points. Element 6 is bullet points. Again, this goes in with structure. You want to make sure you get your main points across in bullet points, but also bullet points are important because you want to make sure the copy is easy to read. As I said before, if you have a bunch of words messed on the paper, it doesn't look appealing, and number one, readers will get turned off because they would feel like they're just reading too much and it's just words joined together on paper. So you want to have bullet points. The rule of thumb, I usually do like 3 to 5 bullet points, and if you have more bullet points, what you could do is you could actually write your title, write the lead copy or content that you want to write, then write your subtitle, and after you write your subtitle, write a couple of sentences, then write a few more bullet points, and then after the bullet points, write another subtitle and then put more bullet points down. But you can get your message across within 3 to 5 bullet points. Okay. Element 7, which is a call to action. On a blog, a call to action is basically telling your reader what you want them to do. Most popular call actions are like call now, buy now, download now. But whatever you want your reader to do after reading your blog post, you need to tell them. Whatever, it doesn't matter what you're writing, always have a call to action on your blog post. Some call to actions for a blog post would be, share this with your friends on Facebook, and usually nowadays you can have add-ons or plugins where you see those little Facebook icons and Twitter icons and stuff like that. You could just tell your prospect, click on the Twitter icon below and share this with your Twitter followers. That's a call to action. Or you could say, place a comment in the comment box below and tell me what did you think about this blog post, or tell me how did you handle this certain situation. Whatever you're blogging about, make sure you always have a call to action at the end so you can tell your reader what you want them to do after reading your blog post. Even if you want them to email this blog post to their friend or share it to their friend, let them know. So the 7 elements of having an effective blog post would be have an image, 1. Number 2 is have a hot and juicy topic. Number 3, have a compelling title. Number 4, brevity, keep it short and simple. Number 5, what tone will you use? Make sure your tone matches your personality as well as your reader's personality. Number 6, subtitles. Number 7, bullet points. And as I'm counting, I don't think I know how to count because it's 8. So number 8 would be call to action. So I guess it's turned into 8 elements of a blog post. So basically with search engine optimization for blogging, as I said before, I don't want to get too technical because SEO is kind of advanced and it could get too technical. But basically, for those of you who don't know, what SEO is basically increasing visibility to your site. There's certain things that search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing look for in a blog post on a website and also a website. And the reason why they do that because they want to make sure that your website or your blog is returning the most valuable information to the user. So, for example, if you had a website about hypnosis, they want you to write about hypnosis. If they go to your site and they find that there's a lot of talks about electric bicycles, they're going to be like, this is not right. This site should be about hypnosis. And if they find out that your site is not about hypnosis, they'll put you down in the rankings. So it's very important that when you are writing blog posts, you have a keyword-rich title, you have compelling content, and you have consistent content. The reason why I say, well, the keyword-rich title is because the search engines will find you, number 1, and then number 2 is so your readers will be enticed to read your copy. Number 2, with compelling content is very important. And what compelling content means is just interesting content. Have you ever read a magazine that you were so bored to death with and you're like, how did this get in publication? But then have you ever read a magazine where you're like, wow, this is really great content? And the reason why Google looks for compelling content is because of links. You want to have compelling content because you want to get links back to your blog and backlinks from other people saying that this is a great blog, you should go check it out. Without getting too technical, when you have a lot of links pointing back to your blog, that means that you can increase your your chances of being found on the first page of Google, because not only you are saying that you have compelling content, but other blogs that are not related to you in any way except for being an avid reader or in the same industry as you are saying that you are an expert in your field and you know your stuff. So that's why it's very important to have compelling content, because you want people to link back to you, because when people link back to you, it's going to tell Google, hey, this person really knows their stuff. Give them a first page listing. They're very popular. Okay, and then consistent content. Consistent content is very important because what Google, I say Google, but there's Yahoo, search, Bing, and the other search engines, but Google has most of the market share, and I'm a Google advocate and a Google fan. So when I'm talking about Google, I'm also talking about other search engines, but my primary focus is on Google. And consistent content, because what happens is when you write content, it's like food for Google. They love coming back. They can't get enough of it. And the more content you write, they keep coming back for more, and they keep eating it up and eating it up. So when you blog on a consistent basis, Google is like, wow, this website keeps feeding me all this good food, all this good content, and you have to make sure your content is good. But they're like, wow, this website, this blog is blogging a lot, so they're consistent, they're experts in their field, they get good links back, so we're going to reward them and give them a first page listing. Of course, it's more to it than that, but I just gave you a basic overview so you can get an idea why it's important to have keyword-rich titles, why it's important to have compelling content, and why it's important to have consistent content, okay? So when you write a blog post, you want to have some of these elements. You have to remember you have the main title, you have the lead sentence, and what the lead sentence is just the sentence that is leading into the rest of the blog post. Usually when you write copy, you want to write a title, and you want the lead sentence to resonate with the title. So you want to make sure you have your subtitle, your bullet points, your closing sentence. The closing sentence is probably like just reiterating the blog post and summing it up and telling your readers what they just read. And then your call to action. Okay, so that's basically what Google looks for in a blog post. So you want to make sure that you have all those elements. As far as the picture, not by much, but your readers want to see that image because it paints a picture in their head. But you want to make sure you have your image, your hot and juicy topic, your compelling title, your 250, make sure it's 250 to 400 words, a great tone, and subtitles, bullet points, and a call to action. So now I finished early again, as I said, but we're going to take this time to get off the phone, and we're going to create our first blog post together. So what I want you to do is take all the information you learned about how to pick a topic, how to find profitable keywords, how to pick a magnetic title, and how to structure your blog post. You want to put all of those elements together that you just learned so far and then create your blog post. So what I'm going to be looking for is your title, your subtitles, your bullet points, the word count, which is the 250 to 400 words. I'm going to be looking for that. And then I'm going to be looking for your call to action. With the image, not so much, because I know some of you are new to blogging and everything. So, but that's later on in the call when my friend Gretchen Pritz gets on the line, and she's going to teach you all that techie stuff that she knows so well. So right now I'm focused on actually the content writing aspect. And when you have a good title, you have a 90% chance for people to read the rest of your copy. Okay, so we're going to get off the phone now. It's going on 12 o'clock. So it's 12 o'clock Eastern time. And what we're going to do is we're going to be off the phone for about 2 hours, so that way you can eat lunch, do your business work or anything else you need to do, and then have enough time to at least write a rough draft or an outline of what you want your blog to be about. So from 12 p.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to get off the phone, and then 2 p.m., I'll post this in the Facebook group too. We're going to get back on the line, and I'm going to introduce my friend Gretchen Pritz. And my friend Gretchen, she's probably going to be on the phone with you for 45 minutes to an hour, teaching you all those techie skills that she knows so well about how to make your blog really shine. Okay, so thank you for tuning in to Module 3, and we'll be back on the phone at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. See you soon. Thanks.